What is up, my guys? It is Christian from Garage17 coming back at you guys with another video. Today I actually have to head out to my mom's law office in Colleyville, Texas. So I thought it would be a great opportunity for me to bring you guys along and talk to you guys about the latest mod I have done to my Focus ST, preloading my wastegate. And I'm going to tell you guys how to preload your wastegate and the benefits of it and all that good stuff. So enough of me talking. Let's go outside, get the ST warmed up, and I can talk to you guys about preloading your Focus ST's wastegate. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so I know you guys are probably wondering, why are you back at your house? You just showed us the clips of you leaving your house, so why are you back at your house and everything like that? So I actually tried to film the video that day when I was on my way to my mom's office, but I rambled on too long and made the video terribly long, so I just decided to, talk to you guys in this fashion right here. I'm actually studying for my finals. I'm in my last week of my second semester of college, so I'm trying to get this final stuff taken care of. But that's why I haven't been putting up, I didn't put up a video last week. So if you guys are wondering, that's the reason why I've been studying all that good stuff. But enough of me talk about that. Let's get into, how to preload your wastegate, the benefits of it, and my personal opinion on the preloaded wastegate. So what you're gonna wanna do first, get into your engine bay, and you're gonna see your engine cover, right? And there's gonna be a middle intake piece right behind that engine cover. So what you're gonna do is take off that middle intake piece and reach directly behind your engine. You're gonna feel a heat shield material, and you're gonna feel a T30 Torx screw. You're gonna take off that T30 Torx screw. Make sure you guys do not strip that T30 Torx screw or it'll be a big pain in the butt. So after you take that off, you're gonna have a little bit of play with your heat shield. If you guys decide to bend that back in order to preload your wastegate, that is your choice. But I decided to take off the heat shield completely just because I didn't want it looking all bent up and ugly and stuff like that once I look at it another time or anything like that. So like I said, I decided to take off the heat shield completely, so I ended up going under the car, jacking it up, and then directly behind the V-band that connects the downpipe to the turbo, there's gonna be that same heat shield material, and there's gonna be that second T30 Torx screw. You're gonna have to take that one out also. That one's gonna also be a pain in the butt. That's gonna take off your heat shield completely and expose the wastegate. It's basically gonna be a rod with two nuts on the side of it, and then a black piece in the middle of those two nuts, and then a metal clip covering that whole, wastegate piece area type deal. So now I have a clip for you guys that I'm actually gonna show you guys, because I believe I did not touch the wastegate at this point. I just had the heat shield off just so I could show you guys. I know it might not be the best quality. I was trying to get the camera to focus and all that good stuff, and I couldn't get this, big DSLR in those small spaces, so sorry about that. But check out this clip, and then we get on to the next step in order to preload your wastegate. Alright guys, so as you can see, I got the heat shield off. This little piece right here, this rod, that's your wastegate right here. That little rod behind the V-band, that is the wastegate, guys. So that I'm supposed to put those bolts all the way back. This bolt, I have to take the clip off. And I have to take the clip off the top and move both the bolts all the way back and then snap the clip back on. So I'm gonna try to do that now. Sorry that it's blurry and you can barely see the damn wastegate, but hopefully you guys can see it well enough. Alright guys, so now that you have checked out that clip, you have the wastegate completely exposed, you have the heat shield off and everything like that. So you're gonna see, like I just said, that metal, that black piece in the middle, and then you're gonna have those two nuts on the side of that black piece with the clip going over the whole wastegate piece. So then what you're gonna wanna do is get a flathead screwdriver and stick it in between that black middle piece and the clip that covers everything, right? So you're gonna wanna be really careful with that. Just put it in the middle and just get some leverage on it and pry it up. Be careful with it. I'm not sure what it'll do if you bend it, but just be safe. So so you don't have to deal with something later. So get that piece off, just pry it up a little bit, get that, you know, metal clip off, put that somewhere safe, and then what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna want to get both of those nuts that are on the side of that black middle piece and separate it, just get them twisted off and separate it from that black piece in the middle. So get, I believe it's a 10mm nut, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me down in the comment section below if it's a different size nut, but I believe it's a 10mm nut. So what you're gonna wanna do is get an open-ended 10mm wrench and get both of those separated from that black piece in the middle. So once you have done that, then I will tell you guys the next step, but I actually have a video clip here of me separating those. I believe it's me separating both of them. If not, it's me separating one of the nuts from that black middle piece. So check that out and then we can get on to the next step. Alright guys, so I know you guys see these bolts right here. I got them both broken off, so now I'm gonna be pushing this bolt. You see how it's, you can see that when right now there's still a lot of thread that it can go to the right. So I'm gonna be pushing that bolt all the way to the right. I got both bolts broken, so now we should be good to go to get the wastegate preloaded. But sorry that this thing won't focus correctly on the damn. Okay, that's a lot better. But you see this bolt right there. I got that one broken off, the one that you can see right there. And then I got that bolt broken off too. You can see there's a gap in between the two. And now I'm just gonna move that bolt. Don't focus on that. Okay, well, it's back out of focus again. But you guys hopefully you guys can see, you know, what I'm talking about. I'm about to move that bolt all the way to the right. Alright guys, so now that you have those two nuts separated from that black middle piece, what you're going to want to do is get that right nut that is closest to the passenger side of your ST, and you're going to have to push that all the way to the right side. So until you have no threads left to go with that right nut, that's when you're going to stop pushing that right nut over with your wrench. So after you have that nut all the way to the right, what you're going to want to do is get to the nut that is left of the middle piece, the black middle piece, the one that's to the left of that. You're gonna get that nut and push that one all the way to the right. Also, that is gonna push that black piece over to the right as much as possible. And then you're still gonna have a few threads in between that right nut. Like there's gonna be still a few threads, probably this much threads in between that right nut and that black middle piece, which is okay. So check out this next clip and it will kind of put everything into perspective for you guys, and then we can get on to the last part, which will be a small adjustment that you're gonna have to make in order for that clip to go on in order to put everything back together. So check this out and then we'll get to the last step. Alright guys, so alright, that's basically how it's supposed to end up. You can see originally it was moved over the whole like actuator, you know, the bolts and stuff were moved all the way to the left. Now it's completely to the right, but there's still going to be a few threads in between that second bolt and that black piece right there, just because you can't just force the thing just to go all the way back onto it. If you do that, you're going to end up bending the rod for the wastegate actuator. I mean, you don't want to do that. So this is basically how it's going to be looking at the end result, and you're just going to have to snap the clip on and you'll be good to go to get tuned for your, you know, preloaded wastegate. So I'm going to pop the clip on, show you guys one more time so you guys can have an accurate picture of how it's supposed to look like at the end. Alright guys, so now what you're going to want to do is you're going to see in that last clip that there's a good amount of threads in between that right nut and that black middle piece in the middle. In order for you to be able to put that metal clip that goes over the whole thing back on, what you're going to want to do is take that right nut that is closer to the passenger side of your ST and push that back to the left a little bit, closer to that black middle piece, in order for you to seat that clip properly. I'm not sure if you can leave that clip off or whatever. I just wanted to make sure everything went back on the way that it was before. So make sure you take that right nut, push it back to the left a bit in order for it to get closer to that black middle piece, and then just make sure that your clip seats properly. You might have to do a couple trials in order for you to see, you know, how many threads you can go in order to put that metal clip back on properly in order for it to seat correctly. Make sure you have it seated correctly, and check out this last clip, and this will be the end result of how it's supposed to look at the very end. You guys should notice the difference between how it looked previously before you did the adjustment of the wastegate and how it looks now. So check out this clip and then I'm going to tell you guys my opinion over the preloaded wastegate and the benefits and all that good stuff.
I don't know, that's just good.
Alright guys, so that is basically the end result. The clip is on top of everything. There's still a couple threads that I could have went with that right nut, but the clip wouldn't fit completely over that whole piece. If not, you have to make sure that that clip goes on there correctly and is seated properly, or it'll just come right off and that'll be another problem. But that is the end result, guys. That is preloading your wastegate. It is moved all the way over to the right as much as possible, and still has a clip on there. So now I just got to do my data log and stuff like that, and I'll be good to go. Alright guys, so now that you have seen an end result of preloading your wastegate, make sure you put your clip back on the wastegate area, make sure it's seated properly, put your heat shield back on if you wish to do so, your splash shield, your intake piece, all that good stuff. Now I'm going to tell you guys the benefits of preloading your wastegate and my personal opinion on it. So how I can really describe, the benefits of preloading your wastegate, basically it's just going to allow you to hold more boost in the higher RPMs, something that the ST needs. We make good torque with the STs, but we just do not make good horsepower with the STs. A mark to hit on a stock turbo focus ST is 300 horsepower, so this will definitely help you in order to get that 300 horsepower mark. So basically how I can describe the power difference in between a unpreloaded wastegate and a preloaded wastegate on your Focus ST. Say you're racing your buddy, you guys are always neck and neck and y'all been racing for a while. After preloading your wastegate, it might be able to help you catch a bumper on your friend. So that's how I can really describe the power difference between a preloaded wastegate and an unpreloaded wastegate. Basically, this is not gonna be something where you get in your ST after you preload your wastegate and you're gonna feel a huge horsepower gain. That's not what it's gonna do, guys. It's gonna be a small difference, but it might be that little oomph you're looking for, just to make that ST a little bit more fun for you. So that's how I can really describe the preloaded wastegate for your ST. If this is something that you guys are looking to do in the near future, let me know in the comment section below. And if you have a preloaded wastegate, let me know if that's something that you would do again, because I would definitely do it again. I like the preloaded wastegate. I would do it again. It's a cheap mod, something that you can do just for a little bit extra power and everything like that. And I know you guys are probably wondering, do you need a tune for a preloaded wastegate? Just to be safe, yes. Like you guys heard me say in the last clip, I got another tune from JST Performance. Brian is a guru with the ST, so make sure you guys hit him up for tunes. Use my code GarageA17 I will put on the screen here in order to get 5% off your purchase. So that goes for tunes, traction bars, access ports, all that good stuff. Make sure you use the code, and that is basically it, guys. Make sure you join the ST family. Follow me on Instagram at GarageA17, all that good stuff, and stay tuned with the videos. Lots of stuff planned this summer. This is my last week of the second semester of my freshman year of college. I was a little worried, but yeah, guys, peace out. Expect an influx of videos coming after I'm done with my finals, and a lot of stuff coming for the ST that I plan on doing this summer. Lots of video ideas, so just stay tuned. Join GarageA17 family, subscribe, all that good stuff, like, comment, everything like that. Peace out, guys. Catch me on the next one, and I'm out.